fighters in it, and that's what we're going to do for you now. We have Niall Brennan from Ireland against Farmichai from Thailand over 5 3-minute rounds. I'm pleased once again to have with me Sandy Holt. Sandy, can we have a look at these two lads?
Yes, I'll look at it on paper between these two. Malcolm, we've got age 29 Niall Brennan from Ireland, and I think we've got 20 years of age, which obviously you know yourself, Malcolm, the Thais. They've got a wealth of experience. They started at a very young age. Both the same weight, which is quite unusual because they normally get the Thais giving away weight, but they're actually the same weight, so that's quite refreshing.
And Niall brings quite a good fight record to the table, doesn't he, Sandy?
He does. He's got a great fight record there. With he's on his 30th. He's had 30 fights, 20 wins, 2 draws, and 8 losses. So quite a good experience there. And as we've seen with the previous Irish fighters, they always come to fight.
Well, Sandy, you said that we set a good record there, but at 20 years of age, Farmichai has had 62 fights, and he's actually had more wins than Niall Brennan's had fights. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is indeed. Like I said, they start at a very early age. Some of these Thais have been known to fight as young as 4 and 5 years of age. So, you know, they eat it, they breathe it, they live it, they sleep it. And that's why you always get a good crowd coming out to watch these Thais. They're a real crowd pleaser. And obviously, you know, in the southeast of Asia where Thailand is, it's the toughest and it's regarded as the most highly respected fighting form there is.
While they sort of get to grips with each other, Sandy, it's wonderful that someone like Ali JKO is bringing over genuine Thais for these Thai matches for the British viewing public.
That's right. It's been a good 10 years since we've seen this. In fact, you've got in the corner there, the red corner of Master Sken. He is one of the true Thai masters who brought it from Thailand to England way back in 1977.
And again, Sandy, we must stress to the viewers, this is full Thai rules, so what can we see here then?
Right, well, I mean, the first round is usually a testing round, but because these fighters are very light, you usually see a fast, explosive start with the very lighter weights. And you've just seen there an elbow. The full Thai rules, Malcolm, as you mentioned there, it means they can box, kick, knee and elbow, everything to any part of the body or the head. Everything is allowed. The only thing they're not allowed to do is kick or strike the groin. Oh, it's a nice elbow again we've just seen there. And they're not allowed to strike on the floor.
Right, so we've had about a minute of this opening round, and how do you see it so far, Sandy? Niall's very lively, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I mean, this weight, because they're very small, very light, they're very agile, very quick, very snappy. Niall's very in and out style, fast style, which is the true Western style, and the Thais have got this way of closing down the ring, and they actually just stalk their opponents. You can see that's the true Thai style that they have, and they throw very heavy kicks, usually with the left leg, which you were just seeing there from the Thai.
Yes, they never seem to hurry, Sandy. I mean, Niall's all over the place, very mobile, good movement. But as you said, Farmichai, he just follows him and then explodes into action very occasionally.
That's right. The Thai, the Thai again using the elbow, which is, the crowd love these knees and elbows. And we're seeing this, I mean, this is where the Westerners, unfortunately, haven't got the experience over the Thais. The Thais fight these rules on every fight. And here in England and on the international circuit, we don't use so many times the knees and the elbows to the head.
Oh, a big elbow to the head there, as you said, Sandy. He caught the leg, shot down with the elbow. Niall got up quickly, but we've seen 5 elbows already from Farmichai. And again, under full Thai rules, these will be things that score very heavily, won't they?
That's right, because obviously the glove is protected. The glove is a protection on the hand where the elbows and the knees and the shins aren't. Went in close, it started with the left kick to the body, which set him up then into the closing range for the elbows and the knees. There we see it there, the elbow, the knockdown, but he got up very quickly and the referee didn't see it as that. And
right, so of course as under Thai rules they get slightly longer in the break as well, don't they, Sandy?
That's right. Traditionally, they get 2 minutes rest as opposed to the 1 minute or the 1.5 minute international rest.
Seconds out, round 2.
So Farmichai, we think, won the first round after a lively start by Niall Brennan. Niall takes him to the floor there, big cheer from the crowd.
That's right, a nice little takedown in the back leg, a sweep. So give him a little bit of confidence. Looking his hands very well, Niall there, in the hands and legs looking. But he's cornered into his own corner.
Yes, he worked well there with his hands and feet, but Farmichai, they just seemed to bounce off him. He didn't seem worried at all, did he, Sandy? He just came forward again to jump in with those knees and elbows. He's got a game plan, and that's what he's sticking to.
Yes.
Get his man in the corner, burst those knees in, and rip in with those elbows.
That's right, that's what he's doing now. You can see that he's using the uppercut elbow. Niall had a little go at the back elbow there before, but you can see his inexperience with those elbows. It's unfortunately, because obviously he's a game fighter, but I think, you know, it's the elbows at the end of the day, they're going to take its toll.
Yes. I feel that Niall really needs to be in the middle of the ring against someone of this experience and so willing to use his elbows. Surely, Sandy, he doesn't want to be in those corners.
Definitely not, you're right. I mean, he's being trapped down. It's known in this game as putting the ring down. It's where the fighter will traditionally move around the ring and corner their opponent like he's doing, taking him to the corner off the ropes. That's where he is now. And that's where the damage gets inflicted. And this is where the Thais are in their back garden, really, at this game.
Yes, he's expressionless there. The knees are becoming in solidly. Again, Niall taking it very well, but again, one right across the whole midsection there, Sandy. Those knees are coming in with alarming regularity now.
Yeah, the side knee there, it's whipped into the ribs, and they put him in some real force into those. They're not just scoring points, they're actually hurting him. You can see the markings around his ribs, and he's taking a good knee there, and another one.
It was inevitable, really. Niall's getting the 8 count. He slumped there. There was a real air of inevitability about that, Sandy.
Absolutely, we're shipping too much punishment. He's taking a lot of knees and elbows, and I don't think it's going to go past this end of this round.
Yes, Farmichai straight there, down again. The referee saying it's all over. Sportingly, he goes straight over afterwards, but very, very clinical finish, Sandy.
Yes, I mean, the Thais, they know what they're here for. They've come a long way. It's their back garden in that square ring. And the crowd, obviously, cheering Niall on because he had a go. He came to fight, but unfortunately, I think it's the knees and elbows of the Thais that did the work.
Yes, it showed there. Niall, good in the centre of the ring, nice with his kicks, good with his punches. But there was only going to be one winner the longer it went in the corner, Sandy. As we can see here, he spent far too much time in the corner. Big roundhouse, but this is where he wants to be. The knee came up almost as the roundhouse had finished landing.
Yes.
It was so fluid.
Beautiful. Right in the ribs there, you notice that probably the floating rib as well, which is the one that gets the knockout. He caught him clean and flush with that left side knee.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now the official announcement of the result of that bout. A prestige international fight between Ireland and Thailand under full Muay Thai rules at the point of 2 minutes, 7 seconds into round 2. The referee stopped the contest in favour of the boy from Thailand in the red corner, Farmichai!